Okay, so I'll be honest with you. I've always wanted to become a millionaire. Not because I thought that this amount would make me happy, but because for me, this amount of money means freedom. Now, I'm not talking about just getting $1 million and then just spending it all straight away. What I'm talking about is reinvesting that amount and getting passive income off of it. What's up? My name is Caroline and this is Wealth in Progress, where you'll learn how to make passive income with cryptocurrencies. In this video, I'll show you how to become a millionaire with cryptocurrency. We'll go over some numbers that prove that you could have become a millionaire, and make sure to stick around till the end because I'll also share my opinion on whether it's too late to get rich with cryptos.
Now before we get started, just a quick disclaimer. This is no financial advice and I'm no financial advisor whatsoever. I'm just a random girl on YouTube sharing her own opinions, so always make sure to do your own research before you start investing.
With that out of the way, let's get started. Okay, so I'll take a few random examples to show you that there are many roads that lead to Rome. I'm not going to make any predictions because honestly, I have no idea. I do believe that Cardano is going to $10 and BNB is going to go to $10,000, but these are just guesses and estimates and maybe even dreams. I have no data or proof to back it up. Plus, I totally didn't see the Dogecoin run coming up, so I totally missed out on that opportunity. So I think it's much safer to look at the past, to look at data that we really have, to see what is possible and how you can get to your own goals. Okay, so let's first look at how you could have become a millionaire with an investment of $1,000. Now, it is totally possible with this amount, but keep in mind that this would usually take a few years to actually get there. Plus, it might even need some luck or something similar to actually pick the right coins that really totally outperform the rest of the market. So just keep that in mind. The ones that I'm showing you are kind of unicorns, and you would have to have the guts to even hold through dips and also to keep it in even if you have made significant gains already. So just keep that in mind. So one example is Ethereum. So let's look at CoinMarketCap, which shows you the prices, the price history, and the current development of each coin. So if we look at Ethereum, and if you had bought into it in about 2015, so it's barely showing here, but it was at about $1. So if you had bought in 2015 when Ethereum was $1, so I'll just quickly calculate that for you. So hopefully I'll calculate all those numbers correctly. Let me know in the comments if I'm doing something wrong. Math is not my strong suit. So, okay, let's see. So we have $1,000 divided by 1 because it was $1 is obviously 1,000, and then you would have to multiply it by the current price is, let's see, the current price is over $2,000. So let's just take 2,000 for simplicity reasons. So times 2,000, and as you can see, I always have to calculate the zeros. But it's like, yeah, it's $2 million. And even if you had cashed out in the beginning of 2018 when the last peak of the last bull run was, and back then it was at about $1,500, you'd already have made over $1 million with your investment of 1K. Another coin that would have made you a millionaire in 2017 is Verge. So this also had an insane amount of growth in 2017. Right now it's not in the top, so let's have a quick look where it's standing at right now. So it's currently sitting at number 94, so it has gone down quite a bit. But let's just look at the price history of 2017. So in the beginning of 2017, it traded at, I can't even say that. It's like a really small amount of a cent, so much less than a cent. And then the all-time high was at 22 cents. So we'll do 1,000 divided by, I'll have to look it up again. 4022, okay? So we have this number and then we multiply it by 0.22, and that would have made you pretty much $1 million. So if you had invested in Verge at the beginning of 2017 and then cashed out, that was at the end of 2017, so within a year you would have become a millionaire. Now let's look at how you could have become a millionaire if you invested $10,000 in cryptocurrencies. So for simplicity reason, for the first example already, and now again, I'll just look at let's just imagine you had invested this amount in one coin alone. However, this is a pretty risky method because if that project fails or it goes under for whatever reason, then all your money is lost. So I highly recommend distributing your investment over several coins, but for simplicity reason, we'll just imagine you had put everything in one coin. So with an investment of $10,000, becoming a millionaire would have actually been much more feasible. I know it still sounds so unreal and cheesy, but if we look at the numbers, it wouldn't have been that difficult. So for instance, we can just look at Dogecoin's recent performance, which has been pretty crazy. So let's just say you had invested in it in the end of 2020. So let's say you invested $10,000 in Dogecoin when it was at about 2 cents, and now at its all-time high, it was at, I think it was at about, 40 cents. So let's calculate that again. 0.002, okay, and then times 0.4. So now, if you had cashed out at the top, you would be a multi-millionaire. You would have made $2 million. Another example we can look at is XRP's performance in 2017. Again, it had an insane amount of growth. So let's look at XRP. So we're just going to shrink that down to 2017. Okay, so again, let's imagine you had invested in the beginning of 2017. So in about February of 2017, it was at about 0.5 cents. So if you had invested $10,000 at that point and then cashed out at the top, which was over $3, for simplicity reason, let's just say $3. Again, let's calculate that. So that would be 10,000 divided by 0.005 and then multiplied by 3. So you would have made $6 million in 1 year, which is insane. So as you can see, it's totally possible to become a millionaire even with a relatively small investment of $10,000 or even $1,000. Now keep in mind, it takes some luck to really pick the right ones and then also some guts to still believe in it when it goes downhill. So this is more of a theoretical exercise, and in real life I would highly recommend to distribute your funds a little more and then also take profits on the way up. So before we wrap up, let's quickly look at the question whether it's too late to still get rich from cryptocurrency. Quite frankly, I don't know, because I'm no financial expert or advisor. What I do believe though is that cryptocurrencies will play a huge role in our future. I like to compare it to the .com era when everything internet was still super new and scary. And so if you look at, for instance, the .com bubble, which is often referred to, if you look at the charts now, for instance, from one of the companies like Apple or Amazon, or one of the companies that still exist today, it's a mere blip that is barely visible. And so what I think is that we're still in the very beginning of cryptocurrencies, and it will not only disrupt the financial sector, but probably many other sectors as well with this new technology. So even if prices have risen tons already, I don't think it's too late, and I'll stick to it for probably a long time to go. Even if the market goes down, you have to understand that every market, be it stocks or cryptocurrencies, it works in cycles. So there's always an upward cycle, then there's a downward cycle, and so that just keeps repeating, and normally it goes so the last downward cycle, the last bear run, which is what it's also called, is usually still higher than the bear run before that. So it usually still goes up and up and up. So even if we have a crash after this bull run, after it has finished going up, so to speak, I still think there's tons of long-term investment potential, and I don't think it's too late to still make a substantial return on your investment. But keep in mind, do your own research. Don't just listen to me. If you like this video, hit the like button down below, share with your friends, and be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!